channel. It's me, Lene. So yesterday I did my reaction to Konami's documentary from Band-Maid, and in some of the comments y'all were saying to go in order. So I think first off I should have listened to Saiki's. So I apologize for that. You know, I don't know what I don't know starting off with this journey. So thank y'all for letting me know. So without further more, let's jump into Saiki's documentary.
Welcome to Kofu, the capital city of Yamanashi Prefecture, where Saiki was born on February 8th. Known for its proximity to Mount Fuji and its grapes and wines, Yamanashi is mostly covered by forests. This is the beautiful landscape where Saiki spent her childhood with her mother and stepfather as her parents are divorced. Her mother was born and raised in Osaka, and Saiki describes her as a person.
I noticed I had a lot of people whenever my page was first getting going. A lot of people were following me from Osaka, so it's interesting.
Who doesn't hold anything back and could be very aggressive. Her stepfather wasn't really a father figure in Saiki's education, as her mother took responsibility.
I'm sorry, y'all. Cayenne keeps wanting to get in the way. Say hi, Cayenne. Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she gorgeous? You want to watch together?
For this role as well. Saiki was a very shy child who couldn't leave her mother's knees but forced herself to go to school anyway. As her mother loved to drink with her friends, Saiki spent a lot of time in bars called izakaya, a snack bar in Japan where you can drink a lot and talk loud. Try to picture a shy young girl eating dinner in the middle of a group of her mother's friends while they drank alcohol. Saiki had a very funny and lively childhood. She spent a lot of time singing at the karaoke, as her mother kept asking her to sing various types of songs. Songs to cry to, like Nada So So by Rimi Natsukawa.
Could you imagine that? Just a little girl singing karaoke in a bar while everyone else is playing music. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Selena's journey, too.
Or more poppy songs, like Butterfly by Koura Kumi. At first, Saiki sang because she was asked to. But after being praised by her mother and her friends, Saiki kept singing again and again, learning more songs and listening to different types of music. Listening to Koura Kumi led Saiki to discover Namie Amuro, a famous Japanese singer, dancer, and model who's been referred to as the queen of Japanese pop. Saiki became a huge fan of Namie Amuro and decided to take dancing lessons when she was around 8 or 9 to become just like her idol. She talked about the kind of Namie fan she was in the second episode of the radio show called Band-Maid Nippon, a 20-minute regular radio show that aired during the pandemic on Nippon Broadcasting System, a sister company of Band-Maid's label Pony Canyon.
私の人生を変えた一曲は安室奈美恵さんのファンキータウンです。
ああ、もうね、
はい、
サイちゃんといえばっていうぐらいこう
そうだね。
ね、
安室奈美恵さん
大好きだったね。
大好き。
もうだって
私の神様だと思っています。
すごかったんだからポ。
何？
So in my last video of the Konami documentary, I had asked, you know, a lot of people were in my comments saying Poe in Pigeon, and I kept getting confused. I was like, why? Why do a lot of people keep talking about that? And in the comments of my Konami documentary, they people let me know that Miku. So y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Does she really, honestly, sincerely think that she is an 800-year-old pigeon reincarnated, or does she play into that as like that being like her signature thing? Because I just didn't quite know. I was getting kind of mixed feelings on that. If it was, does she really think that, or is she playing it up? So y'all let me know down in the comments.
私の神様だと思っています。
すごかったんだからポ。安室さんが引退を発表した時。
恥ずかしい。
もう忘れられないパあれは。バンドメイドのツアー直前のゲネ最終の 投資リハーサルみたいなのをやってる時に、お昼のニュースかなんかで確か流れたんですよね。で、練習というかリハーサル中のちょっとした休憩の合間時間に、そのニュースを見たサイちゃんは椅子普通に座ってたのに崩れ落ちたからね。
座ってたのにね。
座ってたのに、立ってたわけじゃないのに崩れ落ちて叫んだから。
叫んだ。
みんなで「どうしたの?」って
めっちゃ嘘だ
そうちょっともう半泣きなんですかね。で
泣いた。
泣いてた。で「ごめんなさい、もう今日はできません」って
やったよ。やったけどね。
やったけど
And some of y'all were letting me know too that not to have the closed captions on these videos because obviously they will put it up. So
もうちょっと私今日はもうできないですって
10
なっちゃうぐら
分はい休ませてもらった。
そうだね、ちょっと一旦それで休憩、がっつり休憩にしましょうって、
ちょっと気持ちの整理させてください。
もう本当に崩れ落ちてた子ね。
そうぐらい好きなんです。安室奈美恵さんのことが。はい。
Saiki's mother often asked her to audition, but at that time, Saiki thought it would be impossible for her to pass an audition and actually become someone who can sing and dance like her idol, Namie Amuro. And then one special day,
she can do
on
it.
her birthday, Saiki asked to go to Tokyo to take a look at life in the big city. It was during this trip to Tokyo that Saiki was scouted by a talent agency named Rising Production. But it was not just any talent agency. Rising Production also managed Namie Amuro. At first, Saiki worked as a model. You can see pictures from a photo shoot she did with Jimmy Ming Shum in November 2012. Then, she was asked about what she would like to do. Of course, Saiki brought up singing. So, she took singing lessons. The agency also asked her about acting lessons, and even though she wasn't really interested in acting, she agreed in order to have more opportunity in the future. When she was in high school, Saiki traveled between Yamanashi and Tokyo on the weekend for her singing lessons. She was on the right path to become a professional singer and dancer.
Y'all, it is so weird to see people driving in other countries, how they're on the left side of the road and then the oncoming traffic is on the right. Because, of course, for anyone that doesn't know, in America, it's the exact opposite. We drive on the right side, and oncoming traffic drives on the left side. So it gives me a scare for a second when I see them driving on the left side. I'm like, oh, wait.
Through those singing lessons, Saiki learned a lot about how to sing properly, louder, and also how to move while singing. When you sing, it's important to express yourself with gestures, but Saiki was still very shy. She used to sing while standing still. But the years of dancing lessons did give Saiki a good sense of rhythm, and those singing lessons helped her to overcome her shyness. Saiki started to show signs of the strong, confident, and mesmerizing singer that we know of today.
I don't know this song. I almost don't want to listen to it though, because I might want to listen to it later. Yeah, I don't want to hear the song.
To Tokyo to focus on her singing lessons. This is when she decided to move to Tokyo to focus on her career. Saiki appeared briefly in a commercial for Taisho Pharmaceutical. You can also see her dancing in a music video for the singer May J. Saiki was an actress in the B team of Go Jet Go Go Zero, a musical comedy where she played the role of Meg, the sister of the lead character. She was in the cast between June 26th and July 3rd, 2013. That's not all. Between August 13th and 19th, Saiki performed in a play called Night of the Blue Moon, where she had the role of a nurse. Saiki has always been a fan of trains, which is pretty common in Japan. She likes to take photos and visit museums like the Kyoto Railway Museum, where she went in 2016. Saiki considers herself amongst the photographers when it comes to talk about train enthusiasts. There is also something else that's very present in Saiki's daily life, and it's the only other topic you can see on her X account: the Japanese baseball team, Hanshin Tigers. Saiki is a huge fan of this team, and she's supported them for a long time.
Never would have thought Saiki was an actress and a baseball fanatic. Interesting.
Saiki is a huge fan of this team, and she's supported them for a long time. She reposts every victory, and sometimes she just posts about them. She even talked about the Hanshin Tigers on the radio with a show she hosted with Miku in 2021.
2025年にですね、阪神タイガースの2軍の本拠地が現在の鳴尾浜球場から小田南公園へと移転されます。知ってました？
いや、知らなかったです。
メイン球場は3階建てで、すごい。客席は約3600席。内野は黒土、外野は天然芝です。頑張れ阪神タイガースという私の気持ちです。
なるほど、お気持ちありがとうございます。
If you really follow Saiki on Instagram, you know that she loves taking photos, where she poses with various types of clothes, along with photos of her shoes and nails. Talking about shoes.
Oh yeah, I'm a nail fanatic too. I usually do my own acrylics, and because my nails are so freaking short, it's really hard for them to stay on for too long, so I'm trying to grow them out. So if y'all see me in videos with like nails on for like 1 or 2 days and then they're gone, that's why. So I've been doing my own nails though for about a year. I'm decent.
With photos of her shoes and nails. Talking about shoes, you can find videos of Saiki showing a room full of sneakers in a series called Maid's Room, available for Omesu-sama members. Saiki is also one of the main models when it comes to feature Band-Maid clothes for the official website. On July 24th, 2013, a rock band called Band-Maid performed for the first time at Otsuka Deepa in Tokyo. This band consisted of 4 members: Konami on guitar, Akane on drums, Misa on bass, and Kabato Miku, the founder of the band, on vocals. Band-Maid performed 2 more times at Shibuya Milky Way on August 13th and at the Vunos in August 16th, before realizing that Miku's voice alone wouldn't be enough for her band. The management started to look for a lead vocalist within the agency. The profile of a young new talent who'd moved from Yamanashi came up. She had taken dancing lessons for a few years along with singing lessons from her previous and current agency.
That's crazy that they performed by themselves, you know, before they had Saiki, that Miku was going to do the vocals. That's wow. Huh, I never would have thought that.
She'd also done some acting here and there, but she always wanted to become a professional singer. Her name was Saiki.
I don't want to have too much of the songs playing.
Saiki was first contacted because her profile fit what the band was looking for. She was asked to come sing and listen to the songs planned for the band without being informed that she would have to perform in a special outfit. On Saiki's first audition, none of the members were there, only the agency president, songwriters, and manager. They explained the project in detail, but Saiki was really skeptical about the maid outfit. She listened to the music written for the band, and even though she really liked it, Saiki was not really sure if she could sing these kinds of songs. But the management team told Saiki her voice was great and was a perfect fit in the band. As she wanted to sing more and was ready to participate in any audition that could offer her a job in this area, Saiki accepted the offer and officially joined Band-Maid.
Yeah, I don't want to hear too much of the songs because I just never know what I'm going to want to listen to in the future.
Still had to meet the other 4 members, but she didn't meet them all at once.
4人同時じゃなくて徐々に会っていく感じだったんですけど、最初は茜だったかな。彼女についてはとにかく明るい人という印象で、すごく明るくて素敵と思いましたね。なんで最初に茜と会ったかというと、 私の最初の衣装を作ることになった時、当時はみんなと似たようなメイド服の衣装だったんですけど、彼女の衣装を元に作るのがバランス的にいいだろうということになったみたいで、お互い身長も一緒だし体重も近かったので、一回これを着てみてみたいな感じで、まず茜の衣装を着てみたんです。それで、ああここをちょっと直せばいけるねみたいな感じになってすぐにできたんですよ。ただ私その時点ではまだそれがメイド服だって分かってなかったんです。というかエプロンとか小物がないとただの黒いワンピースに見えるわけですよ。しかも袖がない、いわゆる可愛い感じの衣装じゃなかったんですね。ただなんかフレアの幅が広いよなぐらい。
You know, I have noticed that too. In Psyche's, in her attire, whenever they're performing, she looks different from everyone else. Her skirt's longer. Um, she has sleeves sometimes. Like I just know that her outfit looks different from everyone else's. When I think of the typical maid outfit, I think of the way that Miku's dressed. But she looks different whenever they perform.
ですね。ただなんかフレアの幅が広いよなぐらいには思ってましたけどそして後日衣装ができたら付属品みたいなのがいろいろついてきて、それをつけてみたらおおメイド服やんと気づいて、そこで改めて小鳩とか金見の衣装を見て、ああバンドメイドのメイドってそれなのねってようやく理解したんですそれはどうあれ、とにかく茜の第一印象はいろいろ親切にしてくれる明るいお姉さんでした。次に会ったのがミサで、彼女とはなんとなく気が合うんだろうなみたいな感じがして、好きそうなものが似てそうだよなと思いました。初めて会ったのは5人での初お給仕の前日、スタジオでのリハーサルの時でした。そこでみんなと「はじめましてよろしくお願いします」みたいな。その時の休憩時間にミサと話したのかな。彼女は人見知りなんだろうなってすぐ分かりました。自分と似た匂いを感じたからなんですけどだからなかなか会話が始まらないんです。茜の場合はすごく気を使ってくれるというか、人見知りを察知するのが早いんです。だからすぐに話を振ってくれるんですよ。放っておくと私は喋らないから、最近はどう思うみたいに、本当に優しい人だなと思いましたね。そしてミサに対しては、この人もめちゃくちゃ人見知りだ、気持ちはわかるぞーと初対面の時はちょっとした挨拶程度だったんですよ。お疲れ様ですみたいな話をしたのはレコーディングの時だったんですけど、私にとってはスタジオ見学のようなものだったので、ああレコーディングってそうやるんですねとか話していた気がします。第一印象としては目の大きな人だなってしばらくするととても真面目できちんとした人なんだなと気づかされました。何かの時にさようでございますかって言葉が聞こえてきて、そんな言葉遣いする人これまで私の周りにはいなかったぞと、めちゃくちゃ丁寧な感じで働き慣れて。
Yeah, it's definitely sounding like Konami was very formal with her for sure. And I noticed too in the documentary before with whenever I was listening to Konami's that she would be there was a part where they were all talking, I think at like a bar or something, and that Konami was like extra formal. I don't know if that's just how her personality is or what.
にはいなかったぞと、めちゃくちゃ丁寧な感じで働き慣れてる人みたいなイメージがありました。社会人っぽいというか真面目な学校に通ってたのかしらという印象でしたね。初めて会ったのはそのリハーサルスタジオの時なんですよね、きっと。私が正確に覚えてないだけかもしれないけど実際本当に私が覚えてないだけみたいで、去年本人からその前に佐伯を見てるよって言われて怖っと思って知らないうちに影からオーディションされてたんだ。
Is that a bow that she wears on her hair? It looks like some kind of fabric for sure, but I've noticed that every time I see her, she's got that on her head, and I just wonder what is that?
知らないうちに影からオーディションされてたんだって。マネージャーと一緒にちらっと見に行ったことはあったんだよと。そりゃそうですよね。身なりぐらいは見ておかないと。私的にはお給仕前日のスタジオで会った時が初遭遇だったんですけど、その時はなんかちっちゃい子が来たなと思って、これまた私の学校にはいなかったタイプだなとその時点で思いましたもん。何この5人ってなんでここにこの5人が集まってるのって最初から疑問でした。今も疑問最初小鳩に対してはキャラ強って思いましたね。濃ゆいなこの人、独自のキャラがもうすでにあるって。他の3人についても癖強めというか濃いめだとは思っていて、でも同時に私自身はもっとそう見られているんだろうなと思っていたので、最近になってそのことを言いました。絶対そう思ってたでしょってみんな素直に認めてましたマジで無理って思ったとか言ってましたね、小鳩は。マジでどうしようって悩んだよって。
These 5 members are really unique and really different, but they all became very close friends over the years. Although, it was not that easy for Saiki. Saiki has a very shy personality, so it was hard for her to open up and talk to her new bandmates. From the beginning, Akane already knew Konami and Misa, so there was a connection between those 3. Miku, being very friendly and sociable, had no trouble fitting in with the new trio. But when Saiki joined Band-Maid, the other 4 had already performed live and spent time together. So for someone as timid as Saiki, it took a while to fit in. She gave her opinion when asked, but the communication was very limited during the first months. Saiki also had a lot to learn as a lead singer, as she had no experience when it came to concert setup or even singing on stage with a band. She didn't know how to wrap her mic cable or do a mic check, and even what a joint concert was. Of course, she went to a lot of concerts, but only for that one band she wanted to see before leaving the venue. Saiki also struggled to sing with all the noise of her bandmates' instruments on stage, as she didn't wear in-ear monitors when she started to sing with Band-Maid. Saiki performed her first concert with Band-Maid on August 22nd at Shibuya AX in Tokyo. Right after this concert, Saiki got rid of the apron that was attached to her outfit.
I was just gonna say, yeah, her outfit was way different in that scene than what she typically wears now. I noticed that her and Misa, they definitely have a more I don't know how to, like, I guess conservative-ish looking outfit than the other girls, because they're longer skirts, and I've noticed that.
Right after this concert, Saiki got rid of the apron that was attached to her outfit. It took about 6 months for Saiki to get used to being in a band and learn how to manage her setup for the concerts. This timing was perfect because on February 8th, 2014, on Saiki's birthday, Band-Maid performed their first one-man concert.
Okay, I'm sure. I just have to ask this. With them wearing the maid outfit, like, and they're up on a pedestal, up on stage, like, can people see underneath? Like, I hope they're wearing, like, shorts or something underneath. I've thought about that a few times watching them. Like, I hope they have something on underneath there. it on stage there for that being their first time. She's doing great. She's got the stage presence. She's moving with the music. She's not just standing there like a frozen pillar, you know. She's in it. She's already doing great.
After the success of Thrill, Band-Maid played more concerts, and Saiki found herself singing more than she was prepared for. Even though she took singing lessons for a few years, Saiki's vocal technique was still very limited. And during her debut, she wasn't as cautious about how she sang. Around the time Band-Maid recorded Alone, Saiki was being helped by a vocal coach to improve her singing skills, but it was already too late. Between 2015 and 2017, her throat suffered to the point where her voice became half as powerful as it was when she joined Band-Maid.
Oh no.
At one point, she couldn't even record an entire song the same day.
Wow.
She had to rest a few days between takes to ensure that she didn't lose her voice for good. Even forced to speak in whispers for a while and used her voice only for singing. Terrified by the idea of having to rely on surgery, she tried everything to avoid it, but finally realized that she would not be able to sing anymore if she waited any longer. In the summer of 2017, she finally gathered her courage and went through with vocal cord polyp surgery.
Oh no.
Saiki was completely without a voice for a week, and then she wasn't allowed to sing for a month right after the surgery. She wrote a tweet to reassure everyone who'd been following her. With the help of her vocal coach, who had experience with this kind of surgery and a lot of training, Saiki is now able to sing even better than before and has improved her technique while learning how to properly care for her voice. You can see Saiki taking care of her throat during MCs when she's drinking loquat syrup, or even after the show, where she's using a stainless steel ice bottle to keep her throat cool. Saiki's voice changed.
It's all about the care of the voice, especially with being a singer and with being a lead singer for sure. There's so many cases of bands that I've loved where they just can't perform anymore because the singer destroyed their voice. They wrote in way too high of notes that they can't perform live all the time. I listen to a lot of metal, so the screaming, if you're not doing it correctly, it'll screw up your voice and you'll have to get surgery, and that could potentially take you out of the scene forever.
She's using a stainless steel ice bottle to keep her throat cool. Saiki's voice changed a lot over the years, always improving, becoming more powerful with a wider range.
I don't want to hear any songs. I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all want to hear them, y'all can go listen to them, but I don't want to hear them because I never know what I'm going to be listening to. And I don't want to ruin it.
There are always more to do in a band than just play your instrument. There's writing songs, lyrics, and being involved in the whole process. Saiki wrote lyrics here and there along with Miku since the release of Band-Maid in 2016. But she's started to write more by herself, as she's the one who's credited for lyrics on Corellium. Saiki actively participates in other activities around Band-Maid, like helping design clothes and giving ideas for the covers of Band-Maid CDs.
Oh, that looks really cool.
At first,
I love that. Let me
clothes
see
and
that again.
giving ideas.
What an awesome concept. That is so pretty. Wait a minute. I thought there's only 5 members. Am I wrong? I thought there's only 5. Huh.
Ideas for the covers of Band-Maid CDs. At first, Miku was the spokesperson of the band, while Saiki used to stay in the background. Miku was the one who talked the most during media appearances and put on a show during MCs. But since the pandemic, Saiki took a step forward and became, with Miku, part of the front image of Band-Maid. They talked together during the Band-Maid Nippon radio show and all other radio appearances. Saiki has also become more active during MCs and started to talk from her heart with the fans. After a time, Saiki came to realize that of all the maids, she had the best view of the stage, as she was free to roam as she focused on her singing. Saiki was the one who started to talk to the other members about moving around the stage, interacting more with the crowd, and making each concert even more special.
常に驚かせたいっていうのがありますね。ハッとさせられたりゾクッとさせられたりっていうのは本気の生理現象だと思うし、そういうのを伴った時の方が記憶に残るんじゃないかなと思っていて、だから結局自分たちのことが相手の記憶に残っていってほしい。
The best concerts are whenever the band actually does interact with the crowd. Shinedown, without a doubt, has put on the best shows that I've gone to. They really get involved with the crowd. And then I recently went and saw Alanis Morissette, and she came out into the crowd, and they actually had a freaking piano and guitar and mic stand and all that set up in the middle of the crowd. And she did like 3 or 4 songs right there in the middle, like surrounded by the fans. It was so amazing, and I'd never seen anything like that. And the fact that she trusted the fans enough to know that they're not going to bombard her, and that the fans felt so trusted by her that she felt comfortable to come out there. It was such a beautiful experience. It was really cool.
だから結局自分たちのことが相手の記憶に残っていってほしいのかな。忘れないでほしいというか、一回見たらもう忘れられないねみたいな、そういうのを目指しているところがあるのは確かですね。
Saiki changed a lot with Band-Maid, compared with the shy girl she was when she visited Tokyo for the first time. Scouted on that day by the same agency who managed her idol to become a model and being able to take singing lessons. And then scouted a second time during those lessons by another agency to develop more talents. Saiki performed in a few plays to end up joining an all-female rock band, playing songs far from her repertoire in an outfit that she never really liked. She had to learn everything from scratch to move towards her goal of becoming a professional musician. This shy young girl, who never thought that she could sing and dance for a living, became a confident, talented lead singer with an insane stage presence. Saiki changed so much that even those close to her, including herself, don't even recognize her when she's on stage. Saiki seized an opportunity and took the best of it to evolve into a new version of herself. Surrounded by the best group of friends, she managed to rise to a point where she never thought she could reach. But this ascent is far from over. Saiki and her bandmates have the energy to climb over any mountain in their way, no matter how high. In the end, and against all odds, Saiki is the perfect fit for Band-Maid, the last piece of this miraculous puzzle whose voice resonates across the world.
I don't know this song. And I don't want to ruin a future listen.
So glad to see you again.
Okay. Oh man, here, I'm just gonna turn the volume I'm just gonna mute it because I want to see these pictures. I never would have thought that about her, that she started off by being an actress and a model, then just some random trip to Tokyo, and then she somehow comes in contact with the same label that one of her favorite artists is associated with. That's amazing. And how shy she was, and now all of a sudden look at her, she's the front woman in this band, and she has every bit of confidence on stage. So she's definitely conquered her fears as far as being the shy girl. Like, she doesn't seem like it at all, for sure. Thank y'all so much for recommending this band once again. I think it was Roger, someone way back in the beginning of my videos recommended Band-Maid. But next I think I want to do oh, I need to look at the list because I know y'all said Saiki and then Konami, and then I think it's Kane, or is it Misa? I know Miku's last, I think. So thank y'all once again, and throw down in the comments if there's anything else y'all want me to listen to. Sorry for fast forwarding through the songs. I just don't want to ruin a future experience where I can listen to the full song for the first time. And like and subscribe if you'd like to. And say hello to Cayenne. She's been interrupting everything all day. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back and listening to me. And with that,